The warning from the head of America's national intelligence was unprecedented, as it was clear and unequivocal. China and its communist government pose the greatest threat to democracy and the free world since World War II. John Ratcliffe, director of national intelligence, wrote in a recent Wall Street Journal editorial that China is America's #1 national security threat, and that Beijing intends to dominate the rest of the planet economically, militarily, and technologically. Michael O'Hanlon is with Brookings Institute.
It is the way a great power with a non-democratic government chooses to seek to extend its influence worldwide.
Ratcliffe accuses China of deploying what he calls a rob, replicate, and replace approach in its ambitions to dominate the world.
It's been well known for decades that China tries to copy the industry of other countries and then takes it to scale, makes it more efficient, and largely operates, sort of built its way up through the global economic ranks with that approach.
China's foreign ministry dismisses Ratcliffe's claims while accusing Washington of unnecessarily playing the China threat.
The relevant article with its sensational title does not present any solid evidence at all. It offered nothing new but repeating the lies and rumors to smear China.
CBN News has documented China's rise for more than 2 decades. Fast forward to 2020 as we examine how China's President Xi Jinping has been massively overhauling the country's military, economy, and political influence as part of his great rejuvenation project.
Which, to put it into sort of Trumpian terms, means to make China great again.
Tom Miller documents China's rise in the book China's Asian Dream, Empire Building Along the New Silk Road. Miller says since taking the reins, Xi has been on a trajectory of preparing China to be the world's dominant power.
And under Xi Jinping, China has been very, very deliberately trying to realize its kind of ambition to become the global superpower.
Chinese scholars say it's also part of Xi's deep belief that his country has a divine right to rule the world.
The mandate of heaven is from China's imperial past, where Chinese emperors believed that they not only had the right, but they were compelled by heaven to rule the world. And there's this notion of tianxia, or all under heaven.
One way is by military force. As commander-in-chief of the world's largest fighting force, Xi has remade China's People's Liberation Army, or PLA, into a military rapidly closing the gap on U.S. firepower. The Pentagon revealing for the first time that China now has the world's largest navy and plans to double its nuclear warhead arsenal in this decade, which includes ballistic missiles that can reach the United States.
It is likely that China will seek to build a military that is equal to, or in some cases superior to, the U.S. military or the military of any other great power that China perceives as a potential threat.
O'Hanlon says China's capabilities in emerging technologies such as robotics, artificial intelligence, and next-generation technology and telecommunications now rival that of the United States.
If we used to be ahead of China by, half a lap on the proverbial track, now we're ahead by maybe a few strides. And China is maybe even closing the gap further as we go.
Ratcliffe insists that resisting China's ambitions of becoming an economic, military, and technological superpower will be the challenge of our generation, and warns that America should prepare for an open-ended period of confrontation with Beijing. George Thomas, CBN News.